There we go. How do you do? What's going on, everybody? Sorry for the mess. Doing some cleaning all day, like a deep cleaning. How is everybody? Thank you all for being here, and let's see what kind of trouble we get into today. Yeah, I saw something about Team USA advancing. USA advances in World Cup despite controversial red card. I don't know what happened. So remember the other night, those of you who were here, oh man, was it? It was a Monday night, Sunday or Monday night. I played a little bit of a song and I said, "Oop, I can't play that. I wish I could, but I can't." And it's called Groovy. It's by the Beastie Boys. And I wanted to play it, and I swear it was 10 seconds or less. And it was just a very, very beginning where you hear some voices, in the studio, like they're ready to go on, and then they start going on, and then the music starts. And in 10 seconds or less, I turned it off. I'm like, yeah, I can't play that. I wish I could, but I can't. So I got a ding. I got a ding for that for 10 seconds of that music. So I'm trying to appeal it to say, hey, it was only less than 10 seconds. It was only the first few seconds, and I took it off real quick. If not, I'll just have to trim out that little 10-second segment. Jeez. Hey, Chuck. Chuck's going to New York City. Be safe, man. Safe travels. Keep your head on a swivel. Some crazy ass people out there. Chuck says he's going to New York City for the 4th and going to the Empire State Building. Yeah, I hope I don't see you on, Fox News that you climbed up to the top of the freaking thing. Did you guys see that? Did you see those boneheads today? Did anybody see that? I mean, they clearly had an agenda, but something else happened while they were up there. So these people climbed to the top of the Empire State Building and somehow got past a secure area, and they managed to climb up the mast of the antenna way at the top, where these guys go and they change the light bulbs. And they had a banner. I forgot what the banner is. I'll show you the video right now. But that was like... So they had a banner, and they were, they had to know helicopters were going to fly around with cameras, and that's the only way people were going to see the banner. Because when you're 80 or 90 stories high, however tall that building is, and you got a banner, believe me, the people down on the ground are not going to see whatever you've got written on that banner. So I assume that they were expecting, the helicopters or long-range cameras from other buildings and stuff like that, so they can be on TV. It was a couple. It was a man and a woman. Yeah, I heard that they had done before, but this time they went up there, and when they came down to that first platform, when they were about to come back down, well, I'll just show you. You want to watch it? Let's watch it real quick. There's no sound to the video. It's just a video. Here it is. Oh, I gotta convert the friggin' thing. Oh. Give me a minute. Jeez. Jeez Louise. Jeez Louise. Who's Louise? I have no idea who Louise is. Oh, that's not the one. That's the one. I want to convert to sorry guys, give me a minute. There we go. Convert. All right, that's done. Let me send it over to my MacBook. And there it is. There we go. Here you go. I wrote what it said on the post. Now, even if they would have slipped and fell, they probably wouldn't have fallen off the building because there's quite a bit of land. The roof of the place is still pretty big, so they would have landed on the roof somewhere. I know, like, what in the heck? That is freaking. I mean, you can get nauseous just by watching this video. The way the helicopter is moving, and you know. And then when it came down, he proposed to her. He got down on one knee. It seems like he pulled out a ring, and then he proposed. At least that's what it looked like he did. You know what the funny part is? Did you hear that, like, text message alert? I forgot to take that off. And right now, it just went off 3 times, and I went to my phone like, where's this message? And then I remembered. So yeah, here one last time in case you missed it. Not trying to make anybody motion sick. I wonder if they're even like fastened, like are they clamped on so that in case they slip. I can't wait till their footage comes out. I'd like to see what that selfie looks like. You know who did one like that? One of the airlines. I forgot what airline it was. They put a lady on the top of I think it was the Burj Khalifa over in Saudi Arabia, I think. And then the airplane was flying like right behind her, and that was pretty cool. I remember that. They were not tethered at all. Well, you know, my thing was, I hope the cops don't go up there to try to get them down. But you know what? Let them come down when they want to come down. If they want to wait 3 days, well, then you just wait it out. And yeah, no, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Not for me. You don't got to worry about me doing that, that's for sure. Yeah, I'm sorry. I thought I was getting a text too. It's like, damn it, where's that message? I don't, you know. And then I remembered that I forgot to cut the sound on that thing. The banner said release it. No, it didn't. That's not what it says. It said something about peace, about power, and the love of power, and then peace, and I don't know, something about that. Oh yeah, they got arrested. At this point, they're probably out of jail already. I'm sure they bailed. They posted bond or whatever. Oh yeah, security failed big time. That's for sure. Oh, is that what it said? Sundance, vaca loca. Yeah. Hey, you could be right. You could be right. Eat more chicken. Yeah, no, that would have been funny. Oh man, Chuck, are you going to Taylor Swift's wedding? Are you a Swiftie? Are you a Swiftie? Are there any Taylor Swift fans in here? If there are, just want to let you know, no offense. I'm not a fan. I think it's too overhyped or whatever, but for somebody who's been seemingly trying to keep the relationship a little on the down low or, not seen a lot in public, but they want to get married at Madison Square Garden. Is that going to be in front of a crowd? Like, are they selling tickets to the wedding or something? Or. I mean, I'm not saying that. I'm not criticizing her stuff. I know it's popular. It's like whatever. If you like it, you like it. I just. I mean, we haven't seen this much like a popularity over someone like this since what? Since Madonna, maybe? I don't know. Michael Jackson, right? It's been a long time. Allegedly, a Taylor Swift invitee to the wedding says it will not be held at MSG. Yeah, right. I heard it was. Might have been just a rumor. Because they've been throwing people off with, oh, it's going to be here, or it's not going to be here, or it might be there, but it's not going to be there. And see, so much for trying to keep it under wraps, but apparently it's going to happen this weekend for sure. But whatever. Let's see. Let me see. So I wanted to talk about this a little bit. Let me see how I can put this photo up here. Well, I guess I'll just put it here. I posted this earlier. No, not that. Did you guys see my post about this? So apparently Hollywood is turning on The Rock because he's trying to keep his political opinions, keep it close to his chest. He doesn't want to talk about it. Unlike some celebrities who feel like they need to shove their opinions down everybody's throats, Robert De Niro, among others. But he decided to, you know what? I'm not going to talk about it. I don't like all the dirt slinging everywhere. People get stupid, and they do. People get dumb, and they can't have a conversation, just a disagreement. And he doesn't like that. So he says, you know what? I'm going to keep my opinions to myself and, I'm going to have a nice day. Well, now he gets criticized for that. One of the guys who criticized him was from Star Trek, the Japanese guy, George Takai. And they say, oh, if you're not coming out and stating your position, that means you're part of the problem. You're part of the opposition. Like, these people are never freaking happy. If he would have said something, they would have criticized him. Since he's not saying something, well, they're still criticizing him. And I know he's not so active anymore with movies and stuff. At least I don't think he is. But he's more celebrities should do what he's doing. And just these people can't relate to the regular people. These are millionaires. They can't relate to regular people. So that's why I don't care. Your opinion doesn't matter. You can have an opinion, okay, fine. But you don't need to get on the soapbox. You make millions of dollars, millions and millions per movie. You make so many movies a year, and you have your opinion, okay. I don't want to hear it. I'd rather not. I've had to. I say this all the time. I've had to quit listening to what they have to say when it comes to, unless they're talking about a movie that they made. Because I like Robert De Niro. I don't like his politics. I don't like the way he speaks about people that are opposite of him. But I'm also not going to be a hypocrite and be one of those, well, I'm not going to watch his movies anymore. It's like, I'm not going to do that. I like watching his movies. I like watching them over and over and over. I'm the kind of person where if I like a movie, I'm going to watch it like over and over and over. Robert De Niro, Goodfellas, The Godfather. He also did a movie called Ronin. I can watch these movies around the clock. I can leave it on and let it play. I don't care that I've seen it 20, 30, 40 times. I like it. And if I didn't separate, their personal life from their professional life, what they do in front of on the big screen, it would be annoying to me. So I've had to just tune it out, not listen to whatever when he gets talking to whatever about his views, and just ignore it. And you got to do that. I don't buy these people that say, "Oh, I'm not going to watch his stuff anymore," or "I'm not going to go to those shows anymore." Like, yeah, shut up. You are, so quit trying to virtue signal. I'm not going to virtue signal because I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to. Yeah, I want to watch Goodfellas later. Yeah, okay. Jalen Brown got traded? No way. Man, I mean, he's a president. I don't care if he's got billions. I don't care. He had his billions. So many other politicians, and I don't want to get this to do a political program tonight. But how many of these politicians that are in the public eye every single day and on the news have modest beginnings, and then they get into politics and now they're worth 10, 20, 30, 40 million dollars or more? It's like, how does that happen? How does that happen? Trump already had his money. Trump gives away, he donates his salary. Well, usually he does. I don't know about this year, but he usually does. So anyway, I know there was something else too. This came up. Oh yeah, this was sad news. Here's another thing we'll touch on a little bit. From the Village People, Victor Willis passed away. I don't know if he was the founder, but he was one of the founders of the Village People. The main Village People songs, Macho Man, In the Navy, YMCA. I personally liked In the Navy better than the other ones. YMCA was a fun song, right? But I enjoyed In the Navy. That was a good one. So sad to hear, but rest in peace, Victor Willis. He was 74 years old. Apparently, he had some kind of bad illness, and it was pretty aggressive. So, some of the things that I hear that are aggressive are like pancreatic cancer. I don't know what you got to do to keep your pancreas healthy, but look it up and do that, because man, once you get diagnosed with pancreatic cancer, sorry to say, you're on borrowed time, and it's not a lot of time. I don't know if it was that, but every time I hear, oh, it was a short fight and it was aggressive, that's what comes to my mind. So rest in peace, dude. Loved your music, and his music will definitely play on for a long time. Heather, what up? Let's see, Heather. Hey, Dee Dee, Sasha, and Christina, Anastasia. I saw you there. Tanya, everyone else. Punky, Chris Baker. I'm not monetizing. Martin, que pasa? And Mary, Tammy, everybody else, thank you so much for being here. So, the other one I was going to show you before we get to VT Chronicles was on today. And I caught it like, I don't know, maybe a little more than, it was already more than halfway done. It's not a long one. And I remember going, what the hell is she talking about? She got some kind of drama going on. One other thing was the city of Columbus, Ohio. They put up the Somali flag on top of City Hall. And I'm like, what the hell's up with that? To celebrate, it says there, Somalia's independence. So, I know there's not much, not a lot of room here, but you can hear me. If you want to celebrate somebody else's holiday or whatever, it's a free country, do as you want. But I have a problem with raising another country's flag on top of your city hall. And at all right? At all. So, at all. And then, to make matters worse, with everything going on right now with Somalia and the fraud in Minnesota, and wherever else they're finding it, it's like icing on the cake not to do something like this. But you've got so many people who want to be, they feel it necessary to be still in this whole politically correct mindset where we have to be politically correct. We have to recognize, we have to honor them. Like, no, we don't. Let me take this off. Pissing me off. We don't have to honor them like that. Like, what have you done for me lately? Oh, they've stolen, $1 billion from taxpayers from the United States. And even if there was no fraud, it's like don't do that. You know, here in Brownsville, they were trying a few years ago to put up the pride flag up at City Hall, up to the next to the American flag and the flag of Texas and the flag of the county. Like, no, like no, just no. It's got nothing to do with gay people. I don't care if people are gay or whatever that you are. I don't care. You know, I don't even want to get started. And they did the whole crosswalk. They painted the crosswalk at an intersection with the rainbow colors. And in the middle of the night, somebody went over there with black or white paint. I can't remember. And they completely painted over it. They just painted right over it. And it's funny because Bam and I talked about this a lot. In case you didn't know, Bam is LGBTQ. And in Chicago, I grew up in that neighborhood, at Boys Town, north side of Chicago. It's right in between my house and Wrigley Field was Boys Town. And that's where I've had the jobs that I had were there, and places to eat and whatever. Growing up, it was all right there in that neighborhood and nearby. And then we owned my mom had a 3-story building, so we had tenants, and a lot of them growing up, they were, LGBTQ. And my mom said, they're just people. They're just like everybody else. They're just a little different, but they're just like everybody else. And back then, they just wanted to be left alone. We're going to rent, pay you with, just leave us alone. Let us be. Think, yeah. And that's how they were. I say they. I call them the old school gays. That's how they were. They just wanted you to treat them just like anybody else. Live and let live. That was their thing. But it seems like now it's like that something took over. And now, they've wanted to shove it in your face, and you have to accept this, and you have to acknowledge, and all this. Like, it's gone way out of control. I even forgot where I was going with this. Oh, yeah, about the flag. So I don't care. You love who you love, or you lay down with who you want to lay down with. I don't need to know about it. Knock yourself out. But I think Pride Month needs to be scaled down to Pride Week, maybe. And it got to a point where there was going to be Pride Day at the Major League Baseball, for example, and they gave all the teams, you got to wear your hat, your regular hat, but it had a little pride flag on it or something. And some players didn't want to wear it. Like, no, I'm not wearing that. Instead, they wrote a Bible verse on their cap. And they got in trouble. Initially, they got in trouble for not wearing the pride cap, and then for writing a Bible verse. But after a lot of backlash from the public, MLB, Major League Baseball, said, "All right, well, they're not in trouble. They're not. The players are not going to, be penalized or anything." And I don't know. You can't force stuff on people like that. If you want to support them, you support them. If you don't, tell the players, look, it's Pride Month. We want, everybody's a baseball fan, even gay people. So if you don't mind, if you want to show pride, you can wear these caps. If you don't, that's okay too. That's how it should be handled. Not, all right, everybody's got to wear the rainbow pride. Everybody's got to wear it. No, some people don't agree with it. Everybody's different. That's why this is America. That's why everybody loves America. Because freedom of speech, and if I don't like something, I don't have to wear it. And I shouldn't be penalized for that. Especially if it's a religious thing. I don't mind, somebody supportive, like a friend, I don't bam, he's super gay, right? And I'm saying that because I know he won't care that I say that. But he's like a good friend of mine. We talk all the time. We worked together years ago, and I got nothing against the alphabet. I call them the alphabet people because they keep adding here. LGBTQ plus A. I don't know. The thing has gotten freaking long. And there are some people that are they consider themselves trans. I don't think they're trans. And there was a discussion online about, the whole trans and, in sports and all that. But there was one guy who was dressed like feminine, but he was not transitioning, physically. And Blair White, she's a famous trans male to female, a conservative Republican who always says, I know I'm a biological male and I will always be a biological male, but I'm doing this because, and the trans people, LGBTQ, hate her because she says, hey, this is what the reality is. I'm a man, I'm a male, and I will always be a male. And Blair said, this is like a trans debate. You're more like a cross-dresser or something. And I don't see cross-dressers as trans. That's cross-dressers. Transvestite, not transsexual. But that's just the way I see it. Because I've got experience with, knowing these people for a long time. And that's what I think. I don't care what color your hair is. That doesn't make you female or male or whatever. Anyway, I know I went off on that too much. Yeah, Heather, there's male and female. Here's male and female, period, only. If you think you're in a sorry, the shirt is bugging me back here. If you're going through a period where you think you're confused and you feel feminine or you like to wear women's clothes and you want to be like that, well then go and do it. You want to be a transvestite? I don't care. Go do it. As far as where you work and stuff, if you can do the job, then I don't care what you're wearing or whatever. Want me to call you miss or ma'am or whatever? You know what? I don't even care about that. Okay, fine. That doesn't bother me. I just don't want to be told by law that I have to call someone ma'am or mister if they're not. Otherwise, I'm going to go to jail. It's like, no. That's not happening. They tried that in Canada, and that's not going very well. Hey, Heather. What did Heather say? Heather said, I was at Freddy's today. Anybody like Freddy's? We'll talk about Freddy's later. A man was in uniform dressed like a woman. A man was in uniform dressed like a woman. I thought, son, you will always be a man. Period. Get out of denial. Yeah. I don't know. If they just like to dress androgynous or like the opposite sex or whatever the reason is, if that's what you like, okay, you like it. But that doesn't make you transsexual. It doesn't mean that. It just means you like to wear feminine stuff, and it doesn't necessarily mean you should snip. And especially young kids, Don't even touch them. Don't even talk about it. Leave when they turn 18, and those years right after, shortly thereafter, they will discover themselves and do whatever. But while they are my kids and they're young and they're in school, don't even freaking talk to them about sex at all. At all. Period. Just leave them alone. Leave them out of it. Stay away. Period. Oh, Sas, bosom buddies, man, that was. A lot of people don't remember. A lot of people don't remember bosom buddies. That was like one of the first time that Tom Hanks was on TV on the show. Good program, great, great program, and that's great. Yeah, great program. Nice show. Really? Punky? Oh, I forgot. Punky's a fetus. How old are you, Punky? Can I ask you how old is Punky? Anybody know? Nah, I'm not gonna say it. Don't worry. But we do have some fetuses that are around. Bosom Buddies was a TV show. I think it was on ABC in the '80s about these two guys. They were friends. They were straight, but they didn't have a place to live, so they needed to be roommates. It was kind of like a reverse of a Three's Company. They wanted to live in this apartment. They were going to split the rent and live with their girlfriend, a girlfriend. So they dress up like women to pretend that they were women and they lived there. It was a funny show. It was actually funny. Perfect Strangers. Too, yeah, there was a lot of good stuff back then. TV has changed so much. A lot of the comedy now on TV, I don't find funny. I haven't watched network television since Seinfeld. When Seinfeld was done, that was the end of my watching network TV. Of course, and then streaming became a thing. The internet and streaming and every Netflix and everything's on TV. So that's I started watching, Law and Order and things you can binge watch. You can watch 3 years of an entire program in just a matter of a few weeks. Yeah, that's what happened too. So there was stuff on TV is not that good anymore. At least I don't think so. Yeah, I can't remember what year was Bosom Buddies. Let's see, 1980. Damn, I was 12. Yeah, that program had Wendy Jo Sperber. She passed away. She was a cool actress. I thought she was funny. Anybody remember the movie Bachelor Party with Tom Hanks? Anyone? Anyone? That goes way back to, yeah, Bachelor Party with Tom Hanks. If you can find it, watch it. It had Tom Hanks, Tawny Kitaen, she was in that. Wendy Jo Sperber, she was in that. Wendy Jo passed away a bunch of years ago. I think it was cancer. She was a funny actress. Um, it was it was it was a hilarious freaking movie. And if you haven't seen, if you can find it, Bachelor Party with Tom Hanks, you got to see that. It's very funny. So I do have some. Our little friend was live earlier, and I didn't catch the whole first part, but she was angry about something. That's for sure. She was. Big surprise, right? That she was angry about something. Yeah. And Money Pit, great movie. That's where this comes from, and I imagine you know it. Um, Hang on, that's Peter Spacey. Do I have it on here? Yeah, that's where this comes from. If you don't remember what scene that was, do you remember the scene? I mean, I know the scene. That's one of those movies I've watched like a lot. All right. Yeah, do you remember the scene? What scene that was from? From the Money Pit? It's the scene, yes, the bathtub scene, where they're up on the second floor in a big, giant bathroom, and the tub is there, and there's no hot water. There's no electricity, I think. But there was no hot water, whatever it was. So they're heating water, they take it upstairs in a bucket, and they're pouring it into the tub. He pours it into the tub, and everything has been going wrong with that house. They got it super cheap. It was like a little mansion. Everything's been going wrong. You name it, it's been going wrong. And they pour the hot water into the tub, and the thing just breaks through the floor, lands on the first floor, just shatters everywhere. And he's looking down into the hole on the floor, and he just starts laughing like that. Like he lost it. And it's hilarious. If you haven't seen The Money Pit with Tom Hanks, you gotta see The Money Pit. It's Tom Hanks and what's her name? Shelley. Is it Shelley Long? Yeah, Shelley Long. She's in it. She was from Cheers, remember? And it's had a pretty good cast. A lot of character actors in there. Oh, when he sank, then there's a scene where he sank into a hole. He was standing on the carpet, and he just started going down. And he's counting money, and he's going down. Then he gets stuck, and he's wedged. I don't want to give it all away, but it is freaking hilarious. Okay, let's see what's her face is complaining about. This is from this afternoon, and yes, she was a little spicy about something. I don't know what happened in the whole beginning, but I guess we're gonna find out. You ready? You ready? I think I'll do this in the background for this. Yeah, he was supposed to meet a contractor, then the contractor thinks he's getting stiffed, and Tom Hanks didn't show up, so he gets pissed off and rips up the contract, and Tom Hanks is stuck like this in the floor, and he can't yell, and he can't breathe because his chest is constricted. Oh, it's funny. That's a great one, that's for sure. No, it was the permit guy.
Victoria Reyes Cruz, how are you?
It was the permit guy. Yeah. They needed a permit to continue the work, and he went to meet them late after work. Right, Lucy. The contractor thought that Tom Hanks, because Tom Hanks he was yelling, and he's like, I can't, I'm stuck. And he started laughing. And then the contractor, oh, you're laughing at me, huh? And he goes, nobody laughs at me. And he walks off and he shreds the contract thing. Yeah, like I said, I'm going to do that one day. I'm just going to go live and I'm just going to stand there for 5 minutes, look at the camera. if I should do
How's
this.
everybody doing? Hi there, Miss Lori Cowie. How are you? Miss Dora Rivera. Miss Donna Lockwood.
Or
How
this.
are you?
Yeah, I'll
Miss
do this.
Sandy Ann. Hello. I hope everybody's doing well. I was not planning on doing a live video, and but I love my daughter-in-law. I love my daughter-in-law. Hello, hello. This is Vanessa Fiorina coming at you live here in the Rio Grande Valley, South Texas. This is my survival page. What you're seeing here. If you've been here before, welcome. If this is one of the first videos that you're watching of mine, well, if you've been here before and you've not made any mess, welcome back. And if this is one of the first videos that you're watching of mine, welcome. Welcome. I don't have this page that you're looking at for any other real reason and
Survival page, yeah.
other than to survive.
Right, yeah.
Other than to
Yeah, survival. Survive, yeah. Okay.
Other than to survive. I've gone through a lot of things that any one of which would have broken the average person. Right? And I always knew this day was going to come. I always knew that whatever the situations and circumstances of human beings that were the cause of me having to survive, right? Through no fault of my own, right? People that I love made certain decisions, and right, their energy's now stuck with mine, and you know, like that, right? Couldn't help it, right?
So, this is one of those situations where she's talking about a situation, but she's not really explaining the whole situation, but she's, you know, it's almost like one of those situations where she's just making shit up. But I don't think she's making it up. I think something's going on, but it's like your audience, like, give them a clue. Give them a clue. Anyway, let's keep hearing a little bit.
I'm not going to say any names. This is regarding my hometown. Where I'm at right now, where I didn't plan to be at.
Hey, Heather, you got to watch yesterday's program.
Years ago. I didn't plan to be here now. Right. But where I'm currently still surviving.
Of course.
Where I'm going to be triumphant. Where I'm going to continue to survive. Where I'm going to prove everybody wrong. Where I'm going to be vindicated. That's where. Thank you. Thank you. If you all can send positive vibes, prayers, anything to my daughter-in-law, right? Because she's starting to have to deal with some little people. And to anybody that has never experienced the things that go on here in Willacy County, Raymondville, you're lucky and you're blessed.
You know, well, I don't know what's going on, and maybe we'll hear a little more. But I'm going to say part of what's happening, maybe we should just listen a little more, I guess, but it's almost safe to say maybe what's happening is your fault. Ultimately, it's your fault somehow. But let's hear.
You're lucky and you're very, very blessed to never have to have dealt with something like that. No. My daughter-in-law is as y'all have seen, she's a recently, new mom again, right? Hi, Jojo. How are you? Thank you, Lauren. Thank you. Right? And the people that, in other words, I don't even know how to say this other than, first of all, before I say it, I don't care if your aunts get mad, if your cousins get mad, if your sisters get mad. I don't care who gets mad. I don't care if your friends get mad. I don't care if your man gets mad. I don't care who gets mad. I don't care what allies of yours get mad. I don't care. I don't care, because you know what? The things that I'm going to say matter, okay? And you and yours caused so much damage in my damn life that even a judge called out your mother for doing that.
You can hear my cat.
And I haven't actually explained to the world yet, right, that the majority of my prosecutions were because of you and your mother lying, right? So my daughter-in-law is not going to survive this alone.
Jesus.
No, she's not. Right?
You know, it's like that daughter-in-law, whatever the situation is, it's too bad she doesn't have somebody to say, you know what, leave this, don't let her get involved with this. And the daughter-in-law, whoever you are, just do your own thing, steer clear. This one has the potential to make things worse for you. And I'm sure you don't want that or need that, whatever the story is.
And any kind of names that you're going to call a newborn baby?
Oh, my cat is an inside cat. Ever since I rescued her, when she went to get fixed, she's been inside cat ever since. I think it's going on 4 or 5 years now. And we got lucky with her. She's a good cat. Okay, there was something about somebody said something about a baby.
No, she's not. Right? And any kind of names that you're going to call a newborn baby, right? Will forever say more about you, forever, than anything that your mouth can say about anybody else.
What up, John Boy? IYKYK, Anastasia,
Now,
hey there.
if there's any mutual friends, like, oh my God, I cannot believe that we would have mutual friends, right? Get the fuck off my page. Get the fuck off my page. If you are mutual friends with me on my other page, right, and you have your mutual friends with her and you think it's okay to be on that page and be on stay over there. I don't want you here. I do not want you here. I don't need that shit. I don't at all. I don't.
I think it's hilarious when she says, get out of here. Get out of the room. Get out of the chat. Like, no. I could watch whatever the hell I want to watch. It's funny. And my cat is she's a spoiled ass brat. She's got this little stainless steel bowl. And in the morning there's always dry food in there, but she gets half of a little container of the cat food. I forget what it's called. Half of the little plastic there. They come in a 2-pack. But her bowl, the dry food, if there's not enough food in there's food in there, but if there's not enough dry food in there, she'll complain. If it's not a little mountain of food, there's got to be like a little mountain. That's what she wants. And she'll let me know when there's not enough dry food in the little bowl. And like, you spoiled ass bro. Her name is Cutie. She's orange. I'll see if I can, when she comes back in here, if she does, I'll see if I can grab her. She doesn't like to be carried or stuff like that, but.
Mm-hmm. One more time. If no one, unless you have survived this particular brand of hate from these certain related individuals, you do not know the nightmare they cause to propel you into survival mode.
And I'll guarantee you that whatever this drama is, it's probably not as big, as crazy as she wants to make it out to be, or that she's going to make it by doing a program like this. That's my guess. And by the way, on the cat thing, there's a lot of strays in the backyard that I feed. Bad habit, but they've grown up there. There's 3 mother cats. I would like to get them fixed. I can't afford to fix 3 mother cats. And one of them is pregnant again. One of them is a Siamese looking, cream colored. She had twins. One's got black paws, one's got white paws. And they are bonded together. They're together all the time. They're so freaking cute with the green eyes. I'm thinking about maybe trying to give those away. They're good cats. They're friendly. But anyway, I'll save that for another day. Sorry. You know, it's like grandkids and cats, and I'm freaking a cat man.
We all know what the science says about newborns.
Hey, Red.
And what is released in a mother when she, you know what mothers are at risk for, right? And I've had a lot of tragedies in my life, a lot of tragedies, and that does not give me the right to be a fucking devil to other people. It doesn't. It doesn't. I don't care how much sympathy anybody can obtain for whatever they went through in this life. That does not give you the right to do awful things to other humans simply because it makes you feel good, right? Simply because it makes you feel good. Whoever's saying, you would think that at this point Vanessa would what? What? Ignore that people that I love, that the next generation of people that I love now have to deal, and just let them deal alone with it, right? Just let them survive on their own. No.
I just got a feeling that she's creating more drama that probably not necessarily there, but she's got to make it sound like she's up and she's defending someone. It's like, why didn't you defend your daughters like that? That's a legitimate question. And I'll say it closer to the mic. Why didn't you defend your daughters the way you're doing like right now? And this woman is not even your daughter. She's your daughter-in-law, and I know you're a grandparent now, but
because we can all talk about things. I'm sure the rest of America would love to know certain things that happen here in Raymondville, Willacy County. I'm sure they would love to know how certain people get prosecuted and others don't. I'm sure they would love to know why some tragic thing could happen in one family, and because you're connected to law enforcement, no one gets prosecuted, right? But in order to gain favor in the public eye,
that's one of them. That's the one with the
hard
white paws.
At another individual and prosecute them because they're not connected to those. We can talk about things like that. We can. Not your uncle, not your aunt, not your cousins, not nobody, not your mama is going to stop me. Because it's important. Over the last 12 years,
No, no, no. She's not mad at the daughter-in-law. Sounds like she's defending the daughter-in-law from some kind of drama going on over there.
There's so many people would come over here and judge me. But nobody realized that the people that I was surviving, it wasn't just small town drama. These people are affecting my my freedom. Yeah. And there's some strange connection to law enforcement where law enforcement is actually allowing themselves to be used as tools to.
So she's supposed to be defending her daughter-in-law, but of course everything turned to now it's about her, right? Right?
Create warrants, weak probable cause, protective orders that never fucking happened when it was time to go to court. Right? I don't care. I really don't. I don't care who wants to judge me, and it's not your loved ones that are surviving what you yourself has survived. Those people caused me to have a miscarriage between my daughters.
Is that what caused the miscarriage, really? Okay.
A miscarriage right before my younger daughter. That's how evil these humans are. It don't matter to me. It don't matter to me that they can go to some barbecue here in town and, you know, everybody's like, hey, Preem. I don't give a damn. I do not care. What I care about is people that I love now having to survive people that I survived.
You know, I'm almost positive people in that family, if they even saw this, they're like, what does she mean surviving? What is she talking about? What is this surviving thing? What is she, what?
That's what I care about.
Yeah, I thought it was an abortion. That's what I heard. Not confirmed, but that's what I heard.
That's what I care about. All right? I really don't think that you want the world to know how you're talking about newborn babies. I mean, do you feel it's okay to do that because you've had your own tragedy? No, the fuck it's not. No, the fuck it's not okay.
Good one, Carrie. Good one.
It's not.
You mean a miscarriage of justice? That's probably what she means.
No. I do not believe, nobody believes, nobody in the world is going to believe the lies that you want to put out there either. No. The person that you want people to believe is calling you is not calling you. That's not happening. You are trying to get into the mind of a woman that just had a baby. You will never care. From the minute that I saved my son from the evil grasp of both of you, I knew that you were void of any kind of compassion. And everything good that you and your mother demonstrate in this life is performative. It's inauthentic, it's not real. It's fucking fake. It's fake. I don't care who makes a post. Ain't nobody gonna go live. And believe it or not, y'all, believe it or not, here in the Rio Grande Valley, it matters. It matters. If you can't go live, you ain't shit. It's the truth.
That actually doesn't matter. Nobody goes live down here. I mean, there's some personalities that, you know, they do food reviews and stuff like that, or just some funny stuff, but it's not like everybody's going live. And if you don't go live, you're shamed. What is she talking about? I mean, she's going to make it, oh, I go live and you can't, so you're a shitty person. Is that what she's trying to say about those people? Basically anybody who doesn't go live is, is is a peasant.
Truth. It's the truth. If
No,
you
I
cannot go
don't.
live, that means you are not the badass chingona that you want people to think that you are.
I don't know who these people
If you
are.
can't go live, it is because you are insecure in the way that you want other people to feel that you're insecure.
So because you don't go live, you're insecure. All of you. You don't go live at all, you're insecure. Because she says so. Because she's, yeah. Oh.
That they're insecure. And the way that you want to break them down psychologically is the way you actually feel. No one's going to come to your defense. And if they do, it's so inconsequential, it doesn't matter.
And and I know that she wants to, like, she wants people to know, oh, I'm defending to the drama or a situation. I hate situation, and there's drama. But she's not really saying what happened, other than it sounds like someone maybe said, oh, the baby's ugly or the baby is not cute or something like that. Which I think is a dumb thing to say. Talking about a baby. Anyway, I think that's a dumb thing to say, first of all. I do. But it's like she's talking around the story and not telling exactly. It's like if you're going to tell the story, lay it all out. Soup to nuts. Name the players and what happened. And what got you to this point where you're here doing a live because of it. Like if I was interviewing her, I would. That's what I would ask. Like, you need to provide a little more.
I am going to come to the defense of the people that I love. I am. All right. So we can talk about those things.
Is that a fact, Chris?
And I've always found it kind of strange that people who do not fit the standard of beauty have an opinion on anybody else's face. Whether that is a woman's face, another woman's face, or the face of a barely born child.
Salinas, yes. I thought about that when I heard this earlier today. That's the first thing that came to mind. When they looked at the baby and Kramer looked and he went, whoa. That was funny. That was funny.
Some people who look a certain kind of way, and the public would see like, wait a minute, what's going on here, right? What are you doing? Why are you pointing out any kind of physical flaws when God made you the way that he made you? Why?
That was a dig on that person.
You see, the problem where I come from is so bad. That's what started everything in my life. All of the survival, the arrests started because of these human beings. These human beings cannot survive and have a life or have a job outside of Willacy County for a reason. Nobody's going to put up with their shit out there. No one. No one. Now, a lot of years have passed, right? I went through a lot of drama whenever I was at first surviving. People judged me for sticking up for my younger son, my older son, my daughters. They did. They judged me.
A bullshit? A bullshit? A bullshit? A bullshit?
She's had such a horrible life. You know what I mean? Such a horrible life.
Oh, poor you.
Yeah.
I want to remind you to those people that judged me back then. Because I guess because of the love that you have for somebody that we mutually love, right? So now that a whole, generation has passed, and now you see that an innocent woman, an innocent family is now having to survive. The same people that I was the only one on the planet, nobody else, was defending my family, my children, against these heathens.
Heathens.
So now that you've come to know and love, right, the people that I know and love, are you going to blame them for surviving these people? Or are you going to support them? Are you going to be understanding? Or are you going to be like, oh, you're just making a big deal out of nothing. It doesn't matter if they're trying to ruin your child's life, right? Are you going to do that? No, we're not going to do that, right? We're not.
What the heck is she talking about? Anybody know?
Dad, are you gonna let me wonder?
Remember, I know what you did. You're a damn terrorist. All right, just get the hell out of here. Huh? I got a goddamn campaign.
I have no idea what she's talking about.
Yes, even though we are from the Rio Grande Valley and we have a tendency to do inappropriate things like that, right?
Not everybody in the Rio Grande Valley is an asshole. A certain side of people comes out when they watch someone like this and they goof on her. But that's anywhere. That's any community, any neighborhood you people live in. If you had someone like this in your neighborhood, and maybe you do, and they went live and they were like this, you would get a crowd that'd be like, what the heck is going on here? And then they would be called haters. That's like the default.
I hope that the mutual loved one that we have is not going to be treated the way that I was treated when I was defending my loved one. Because now you will see this is not just something small. No, this is not just something small. These people have lived a life in one of them through the school district. A whole entire 12 years. Terrorizing child after child after child after child. In a school district here in Raymondville, where they would rather coddle the bullies and their bully ass fucking children than actually do the right thing that the code of it, the Texas Education Code mandates you to do. It's lawless here. I'm being serious. It is. It's lawless down here. It is. And everybody thinks...
She makes it sound like it's the Wild West over here. Like, come on. And the thing is, people don't know better, and they believe her.
Oh, that's not a big deal, because it is. It's a really big deal. It's a really big deal when you give rise and you create this human being that now gets thrown out into the public. Already demonstrated a history in violence, already had a history of violence. And now is out there doing the same shit to other human beings. That's where I come from. That's where I come from. And you have to be strong to survive these fucking people. You have to be. You have to be. You have to be. Because they can be the worst humans on the planet. They can do the worst things. And they're inappropriate nieces, they're inappropriate aunts, they're inappropriate whatever. Will try to flex on you. That's why they had such an issue with me. No, the fuck you are not going to intimidate me. No. No.
So just so you know how those views that she gets are purchased, or if they're not purchased, they're part of a group where they just you share your video and you tell everybody you're live, and then everybody comes over and watches. They watches for 2 or 3 seconds. That's what's considered a view. So there are 66 reactions, like thumbs up or heart. There are 88 comments, and then there's 3,300 views. You see how that doesn't add up? That doesn't add up.
So, like I said, only really the people, I don't even have to say names, y'all. I do not even have to say names. The people in my hometown, Raymondville, Willacy County, they know exactly who I'm talking about. They know exactly who I'm talking about. Mm-hmm.
Actually, they probably don't. It's probably such a small, tiny little circle of people that knows what the hell she's talking about. And I guarantee you, those people who are watching her live on her page, the people watching on her page are like, what the hell is she talking about? Like, what, again, everybody wants what happened. Explain the whole thing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. They will kiss their asses and everything too, so that they will not come under their reign of terror. I'm not going to be doing that. Absolutely not. I did not allow somebody that I loved to accept that treatment either. That's how all of this started. And I'm certainly not, after all of that and after all of that survival, allow yet another person that I love to have to survive that shit without me telling people what the real story is. So we want to be out there slandering people. We can talk about things that actually happened, things that I survived, because it's pertinent to this.
Of course, let's talk about you. We don't have to talk about them and what happened. Let's talk about you. It's gotta be me. It's gotta be me. We gotta talk about me, what I survived. Oh, man.
Survival of the people that I love, because you were directly had your hand in forcing me to survive, you and your mother. You and your mother. I don't care what indirects you post. I don't care what you post. I don't care what you do. Your platform is shit. It's nothing. It really isn't. And even if you had 1 million followers, it would not matter to me. Because I'm still the woman who never backed down. Even when all your family members and friends and everybody want to kiss y'all's asses, want to come after me, I didn't give a fuck, and I don't give a fuck today either. I don't. You can.
So, Chris Baker. I just got confirmation. Chris, not that I doubted you, I just don't know. Apparently, this is correct. This is who she's talking about. And apparently they said something about somebody's baby. And yeah, she does not like them people. Don't like them
Couldn't
at
be
all.
known as the person who said what they said about a newborn child. You can be known as a person who said what they said about the face of somebody who you have no business. Because if the world would see your face and the face of the person that you are trying to put down, we both know that even though I'm being kind right now, the world would be fucking cruel. Crueler than you could ever dream of being yourself. And that's because you're fucking cruel. So I love you, my daughter-in-law. I love you so much, all right? I just want to let you know that you're not alone in this. You're not alone in this. I think people forget, right? None of her family members or friends or nobody has what I have to get a message out there.
The grandchild that she's estranged from, right? I think I got that part right. The grandchild that she's estranged from. Yes.
And if there has to be survival by proxy, go look it up. Go look it up. My goodness. If there has to be survival by proxy, well, then let it be survival by proxy. That's fine. I don't care. What are you going to do? Humiliate me? What are you going to do? There's nothing that you, your mother, your aunts, whoever, anybody from the public that wants to be your friend, that wants to kiss your ass, anybody that's afraid of not being your friend because they really don't want to be your friend and they really don't like you, but they don't want you to set your sights on them, I do not care. I do not care. I got my face beaten by people who you and your mother aligned with. Remember? You were in front of my home. Yeah. After you lied and, caused one of my arrests saying she stalked me, which never happened. Never happened. Charges were dropped, right? But by that time, it didn't matter because, you were able to successfully get another mugshot on me, right? You and your fucking mom had already done that once before, right? Right? Yeah, but then it wasn't going to look good if we would have gone to court for me stalking you, even though there was no probable cause, right? But you were in front of my house. So it was going to look kind of bad that you and your mother were ticketed in a hate parade because you all grouped up with people that I think beat my face. Yeah.
So that day she got arrested at Stars, right nearby her home. It was like a few hours of that. It started daylight. By the time it finished, it was nighttime. And people saw what was going on because she was live with it. And people came from all over the place to watch this happen in real life. So before you know it, there was a crowd. And some people just parked in their cars watching. Others actually got out of their cars and they were watching. And when she got arrested, when she got cuffed, and she was walked to the police car, put in the back seat, and as the police car drove away, people started cheering. They were like, finally, something's done. She's driving, or she's under the influence of something. There's kids in the back seat. She doesn't care. She's driving around. It's dangerous. And people were cheering and clapping and like, yes, finally, And that, of course, got her really pissed off, too. But, you would have to... You would have to have been following her for years and watching her, and a lot of the videos that I've shown here and we've shown in the past, where you can see the kind of behavior, and then just you hear what happened, the stories with the daughters and the living conditions and those kind of things, and people knew all that, so they were happy that. Maybe, hopefully for now, that has come to an end and the kids are going to get rescued. So that's what she's talking about. The hate parade is what she's talking about.
Because that's how weak all of you are. You have to group together. right? So how good was that going to look when you and your mom were ticketed during a hate parade that was actually stopped by the police? The very police that you and your mother wish would do the same bullshit that they had done for you before. They won't now. They won't. I mean, maybe Annette will, but
It wasn't a hate parade. It was just people were a little too overjoyed that maybe, justice was going to be handed down. That's more like it.
but I'll survive the fuck out of her too. Just like I have so far. All right? That's all I have to say. All right? I love you all so much. If you all can please send your positive vibes. I'm telling you, the people in my town know how harmful and what menaces this duo of relatives is. Especially when they have the backing of all of their other inappropriate relatives who don't have the ability to be like, you two are fucked up. You two are fucked up. No, instead they're going to root them on. Right? These are the kind of people whose relatives will be like, don't talk shit. It's not talking shit. I'm surviving them. But if you want to call it talking shit, I really don't give a fuck. I don't care. Call it that. But survive, I still will. Survive, my loved ones still will.
Of course.
If you do not like the way in which survival must be had, it really doesn't matter if you understand or not, because you probably won't. Because your ego or your low intelligence or you're being terca and being like, well, that's my family, no matter how bad they are to other people. Whatever it is not going to allow you to see you're just as fucked up as they are.
I forgot. I literally, really forgot. Like, literally. So, apparently there was a parade. It's, a so-called parade. This was on the 1-year anniversary. A couple of people organized it's called the hate parade, to celebrate the 1-year anniversary of the kids being taken away from her. So, sorry that I got that part mixed up. But there was a crowd that day when she got arrested. But a year after that, someone organized a little get-together that they were thankful that the girls were rescued and somewhere better. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yes. All right? Yeah. Y'all can be known as the people that supported those people. All you want. You think it's really cool right now until the rest of the world finds out. Then you're going to feel bullied. You're going to feel picked on. You're going to feel like, but nobody told you to all open your mouth and go and try to be terrorizing other humans. And then you're going to be there complaining when a fucking survivor is fucking stronger than you can ever imagine being. For real. To my daughter-in-law, I love you. I love you. And I'm so fucking proud of you. I'm so proud of you. You have accomplished things in your young life that these fucking people trying to make your life miserable could never even dream of fucking doing. Not just because of their background, their violent background, but because they are just not the kind of human who in any capacity carry what needs to be possessed in order to achieve such things. Even as I say this, they will have to go and probably put this video into GPT to find out exactly what the fuck I mean. And it's the truth. And so here we go. 2026. Right? And the old devils have risen again. Right? That's fine. I am always down for supporting, especially my loved ones. while they survive the fucking monsters that I survived. Now for the rest of you, they gave me such a hard time when I was defending somebody that even that person loves. What are you going to do now? Are you going to support her? Because she needs your support. Yeah, I know that kind of means, well, yeah. The thing is, y'all, I live in a society
Oh, Jesus.
where
here we
people
go.
are embarrassed to stand up for other people. I'm not even kidding. They are. They're
I'm not even kidding. What the fuck was that? Nobody here, and I've been here for 26 years. Nobody's afraid to stand up for anybody who's been wronged. So, really, the way she tries to make this place to be some freaking horrible Wild West lawless land is just. There's a lot of good people here. A lot of good people. And people mind their business until you have someone like this, and then people will speak and say something. And they're going to react. They're going to react. They're going to react to someone who is ridiculous. They're going to react to someone who's full of crap. But you know what? That's going to happen in any community. Pick a city. I'm sure there's drama there. She wants to make it sound like this is the only place in the world where there's drama. And I know some of you guys have drama, or you follow drama from your neighborhood, or some of the other people that are on YouTube or Facebook. It's like, this is not the only drama that there is. And it's, you know what? It's everywhere.
embarrassed to stand up for other people. Yeah, the same people that tell you, I love you, I got your back, and this and that, they mind their own business. They mind their own business because they are so afraid of humiliation. Which I think is so fucking cowardly and so fucking sad. So cowardly and sad. That's why I will forever be proud. I don't care who judges me. Each of my children knows that.
Except your daughters. Prove me wrong. Okay, I interrupted her a little bit. What did she say? Each one of my... I'm not going to say this is a good screenshot moment, but... 3, 2, 1. I'm going to take it off. Okay, let's see what she was going to say.
Knows that when they went through some of the worst things in their lives, they mind their own business. They mind their own business because they are so afraid of humiliation, which I think is so fucking cowardly and so fucking sad. So cowardly and sad. That's why I will forever be proud. I don't care who judges me. Each of my children knows that when they went through some of the worst things in their lives, surviving these fucking walking devils, no one else stood up for them in the way that Mom did. No one else was willing to put a target on their back the way that Mom did. Nobody else. And I remember feeling so bad each time I had to stand up for them, knowing that the people from the other side who are related to them in other ways were going to have to live, that my loved one was going to have to live with knowing that nobody from that side supported them. No, everybody from that side, they stayed silent. You see, I don't need 8 billion people in the world to understand me. I don't care if 8 billion people in the world misunderstand me. All I care about is that the people that I know should not survive on their own are not surviving on their own. I don't care who has an opinion about what.
Oh, you care.
'Cause you-
That's one thing we know for sure, that you do care when someone has an opinion. And we know because you won't shut the F up about it. That's how we know. Like you're doing right now.
You've never been through it. You've never had them make false allegations against you. She hit me. And then a district court judge basically tells you in open court, you were full of shit. And these officers lied for you. You've never been through that. You've never been through people trying to say lies about you and saying, somebody called me, but you don't have no proof of it. And you just want to make somebody look as if they do not have the wonderful relationship that they have simply because you are so fucking miserable yourself. I know, and I have a right to say this because you've assaulted me. You've assaulted me, and your fucking uncle wouldn't get off the goddamn case until I had to fucking get him out of his elected seat.
You know, for someone who talks about her own children a lot, you have to know that she doesn't really know her daughters anymore. And this is an accurate statement right here. This comment right here. And if to say that what she said earlier about my children know, it's like, no, they don't. At least the daughters don't. All the daughters know that you walked away, left them hanging. I mean, thank God, because they're in a better place right now. They're doing well. At least that's what I heard the last time I was able to discuss with someone. Jennifer, yes, I get this too. I'm also like, you know, I found some comments from the other person, which I one of the people that she's talking about. I don't want to put the name up there because I just, you know, this ain't my circus, not my monkeys. I'm just sitting on the outside of the tent looking in, trying to maybe piece something together. So I'm not gonna, I'd like to talk to that person, that's for sure. I have some questions. We'll see what happens.
You think I'm gonna allow another loved one of mine to survive all on their own? No. 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 And I'm gonna end this live. And I guarantee you, I have the ability to at the same time accept every version of reality. Accept the reality in which I have love for my loved one that has to survive your fucking asses. And to where I can fucking forget about you and live my own fucking life too. Yeah. You are not going to ever have this one as bothered as you think you have this one. No. No. All right. So I was just making this video for people to understand that, you know, people that I loved are not alone. They're not alone. They're not alone. And whoever's surviving, people that I love, the people that I love who are surviving the people that I survived, look at them. I mean, honestly, for real. I know where they're trying to do whatever they can because they want to ruin this wonderful, beautiful time in your life right now. Look at them. Look who it is. Look who it is. Mm-hmm.
Weird, weird.
Maybe, yeah, well, you know what? I don't know. If I were to be contacted, maybe I'd listen just to see what's going on. Yeah, just to see what's going on. Everybody's curious now. So if I were to be contacted, I'll listen. But I don't think I'm going to reach out and to ask or to inquire. But if I were to be contacted, you know.
Look who it is. All right, one more time. If you are a loved one, a family member, a friend, a cousin, and you're like, that fucking bitch Vanessa Theodina is talking shit, I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I do not give a fuck. I do not care. The days of other innocent human beings having to survive your fucking people or not survive them simply because you don't like the bad feelings that your loved one's going to get for forcing them to survive are over. I do not care. I've never cared. Never. So you can go and you can make your indirect or your direct, whatever the fuck. It's fucking Rainville. Ain't nobody cares. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. But I know that the people who follow me and the rest of the world later on, when something happens that everybody thought wasn't going to happen, but it is going to happen, and then everybody knows who everybody is and who all the players are.
What? I gotta repeat that.
You don't like the bad feelings that your loved one's going to get for forcing them to survive are over. I do not care. I've never cared. Never. So you can go and you can make your indirect or your direct, whatever the fuck. It's fucking Rainville. Ain't nobody cares. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. But I know that the people who follow me and the rest of the world later on, when something happens that everybody thought wasn't going to happen, but it is going to happen, and then everybody knows who everybody is and who all the players are. You think that it's cool to humiliate somebody with lies. You have no idea what it's like to survive true humiliation with the truth about you. Anyway, I love y'all so much. Thank you so much. Thank you.
I know we're not. It's like I hear her talking, but
Yes, bitch, I heard you. I'm pretending like I didn't.
and it sucks when you're trying to piece this together. It's like what the hell? Something what? And so, like I said, if somebody were to contact me, I'd be interested. I'd ask, Just saying, if I haven't said it enough times already.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I repeat.
Oh my goodness. Where's my thank you guy?
Thank you, 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 thank you.
Rebuke. I rebuke you.
Oh my goodness.
Rebuke you. I love y'all so much. Thank you so much. Thank you.
She rebukes.
Thank you.
No?
Thank you. I rebuke. I rebuke you. Anybody that anybody that has anything negative to say about the appearance of a newborn baby is a piece of shit. If the world knew of the other adult who you have the nerve to speak of anything on her face, if the world knew what she looks like and what you look like, I mean, if we want to get petty like that, we know exactly what would happen. And it wouldn't be my loved one getting the hate either. But I'll be damned if you are going to make anybody feel, or make this community feel, that, I'm getting my way with her. No, the fuck you are not. No, the fuck you are not. No, you're not. And nobody's gonna stop this here. Nobody stopped it for 12 years. Nobody's gonna stop it. Nobody is. Nothing that you say, nothing at all. Nothing. If a district attorney cannot discredit me, riffraff like you will never possess the ability to discredit me, because it's you.
Riffraff.
All right?
Riffraff.
Thank you. Thank you. The people who would do that are the people who are easily recognized by all the people in my town know exactly what I'm talking about. That's who would do that. And if you all were to see what they look like, if the rest of the world were to see how evil a human can be, to speak of the physical characteristics of any other human being, having the face that God gave you, people will literally be shocked. Literally. All right, I love y'all so much. To all of you that have to put up with, I know that it's not just in Raymondville. It's just really bad here.
It's estimated that the daughter, one of them is still preteen and a little bit younger. I forgot how old we estimated, 11 or 12 maybe for the older one. And I don't know how many years apart from the older to the younger, but it's preteen for sure.
I'm being serious. They do not fear the FBI. They do not fear the Department of Justice. They don't give a fuck. They don't care. They do not care. That's why I became such a big target. This person that I'm talking about, her and her mother, they're the kind that went to the news. Yeah, her. And then by that time, like 10 women that did not like me from town went to the newspaper.
From town. So there has been bad blood. That's okay. So the estranged grandson. So they're estranged because they will not let Vanessa see that child, that first grandson. For whatever their reason is, I wouldn't either. But there's bad blood there. And it's starting to, a little bit boil over right now.
The big newspaper in the neighboring city to try to discredit me. That's how badly these people are like so.
Discredit you? How are you credible at all in the first place? That's what I want to know.
Went to the newspaper, the big newspaper in the neighboring city, to try to discredit me. That's how badly these people are like so used to having other people under their thumb. Not with fucking me. Not with me. Not with me nor with mine. No. I will never forget that I had to save somebody that I love from YouTube people. Of course I'm gonna fucking defend somebody else that I love against you fucking people. My goodness. Anyway. Yes, babies are angels. Babies are angels. Babies are angels, but only they can claim that babies are angels. Right? But the
Okay, so all right, somebody says somebody's baby is ugly, or some kind of derogatory comment like that. It's probably said to piss somebody off, not because the baby's ugly. Right? We know this. I mean, if they really think the baby's ugly, then that's. I don't get that feel here. I get the feel that it was only said to piss somebody off, and it worked. It worked. And I believe somebody said that it's possible the older one might be around 14 or 15, which may be more like it. The older one may be around 14, somewhere in the 13 to 15 range. That's what I'm guessing.
The babies of Vanessa Tijerina, or the babies of Vanessa Tijerina, they're not angels. Only their babies are angels. Only their babies from their families are angels. I'm not kidding. That's where I come from. I'm not kidding. That's where I come from. And people will be there being like, oh, well, she has the right. No, the fuck, she does not have the right.
Here, people are not evil like that. But they will say something like that to piss somebody off. What did someone from around here once said? Hit them where it hurts. And that's why this happened. I want to say they don't think the baby is ugly, and which is what sparked this anger from right here.
No, the fuck, she does not have the right. No. It's not an excuse. It's somebody with trauma. Going through trauma doesn't make it okay for you to terrorize another human being. All right? So, if you want the rest of the world to know who you are, what you look like, and what you said about a baby, I mean, so you can see what real humiliation happens with the truth, not just with these little lies that you want people to believe. Ain't nobody calling you. Ain't nobody calling you. And go, take this to the police. Take it to the police. I don't care. I don't care if this causes me to get arrested 100 fucking times. I'll still keep pressing life.
Who cares? Why is going live to her such a big freaking deal? I mean, really, she thinks by going live, she's better than someone else. Or anyone else. Just for the simple fact that she's going to go live. It's like, who cares? That means nothing. Most of the time it means, you're a big mouth on camera, tough guy, but in real life, you're not. And that's, unfortunately, people FO when it comes to that.
I'll still keep defending who I love. Especially if it's from people who I have previously had to survive and build my life back up after they tried to destroy it. Okay? Yes, and it says everything If you want to ridicule the appearance of a newborn child, especially with the face that God gave you,
What up, Search Patrol?
that says so much more about you than any fucking thing that you can say about that child's mother, about that child's family, about anybody. It will forever say more about you. If you are the kind of individual that protects and stands up for your girl, your niece, your cousin, whatever, you standing up for evil like that will forever say more about you fucking people than anything. All of you, all your fucking mouths put together, all your fingers put together, all your platforms put together will ever say about the good people that have to survive you. Okay? Thank you. Thank you. No, there's no getting a restraining order here in town. Only that family can get restraining orders. I'm being serious. Only that family can get restraining orders. Only that family is free of prosecution. I'm not even kidding. I'm not kidding.
I'm not even kidding. She's a child. She's a child. She's a child.
How dare you?
I'm not kidding. Strange circumstances surrounding, literally, strange circumstances that if anybody else in this town were surrounded with those circumstances, if I was, they would go full CSI on me. I'm not even going to go into detail. But if it was me in that situation, I'd be in prison right now. I'd be in jail right now. No bond.
Well, that's because there's a credibility issue. That's the bottom line, really. There's a method to your madness that everybody knows about. Yeah.
What did you think? What did you think? Oh, Vanessa's just living her life. I can make her daughter life miserable. She has people that love her. She has people that love her. She doesn't have to have a million relatives with platforms. She just needs to have one that loves her with a fucking platform. We shouldn't be talking about going viral either. If you don't got it like that. You do not got it like that. You don't. And one more time, I have perspective. This is somebody that has physically assaulted me and mine. This is somebody that has gone to great lengths, her and her mother, to assassinate my character. This is somebody that has caused aggravated perjury. Aggravated perjury is not just lying on the stand. Aggravated perjury is when you lie on the stand and you actually got somebody arrested because of your lies.
Oh, and you know all about perjury, that's for sure. Especially since you were trying to get someone to perjure themselves on your behalf or for you. Yeah, you know what? Yeah.
Hey man, just want to let you know that sometimes you gotta shut the fuck up. And this current time is just one of those times you gotta shut the fuck up.
I don't think you're a bad person, I just don't want to hear you talking anymore. You gotta shut the fuck up.
Hey man, just want to let you know that
stop.
sometimes you gotta shut.
It seemed appropriate to pop that in there right then. It really did. She just make up a legal term, right? Yeah, that's what it sounded like, right?
You do not got it like that.
You do not got it. You do not got it like that. You do not got it like that. Well, for someone being so foo-foo on grammar, that's not right.
You don't. And one more time, I have perspective. This is somebody that has physically assaulted me and mine. This is somebody that has gone to great lengths, her and her mother, to assassinate my character. This is somebody that has caused aggravated perjury.
Aggravated perjury. Aggravated perjury. I'm going to run that one by an attorney tomorrow. I'm going to go, you ever heard of aggravated perjury? And she should be the expert on perjury because she's probably the one facing perjury charges and trying to get people to perjure. That's comical.
Aggravated perjury is not just lying on the stand. Aggravated perjury is when you lie on the stand and you actually got somebody arrested because of your lies.
Okay, hold on. Okay? Aggravated perjury is a serious felony offense that occurs when a person deliberately lies under oath or signs a false sworn statement. Who has signed a sworn statement? Like an application, maybe? Yeah. Provided the lie is made during or in connection with an official proceeding. Is applying for state benefits an official proceeding? Could it be seen as a official proceeding? So, yeah, I guess she would know a little something about aggravated perjury.
So, this whole little, this little facade, this little kind of image that you all portray to the public, man, I destroyed that with my survival of you all back then. Blame yourselves if everything that you built in the last 14 years, your masks get ripped off your face. And the world sees you for what you really are. Whose fault is that? Nobody is forcing you to terrorize good people. Nobody is. All right? So that's all I have to say about that. I'm going to go back to my life. And that's it. This was literally... This was pertinent. And I know this is where it all started for me. Sadly. Yeah. All my
no, not near her. I would say it's probably an hour, if not more than an hour away.
criminal processes started because of those people who, ironically, don't get looked at as any kind of suspects in anything, actually. Ever. And I've always thought it was strange. Always. Because if other people were involved in the same circumstances that they have been involved in, they'd be like me. Prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. But no, these people somehow get very special treatment. Even me mentioning what I'm mentioning right now, they will not blame themselves. They won't. They will not. They do not have the ability to say, she wouldn't have said none of that shit Had you not been doing your evil shit, they don't have the ability to do that.
At this point, I would like ask. I'm like, what? What the hell are you saying? What are you saying? And
What do you want, you useless piece of shit?
what do you want? Thank you, Salma. Salma Hayek, ladies and gentlemen. Yes.
And I don't give a fuck. I don't. I'm making this video because the things that you are doing are trying to humiliate and embarrass somebody that I love. All right? And just the way I saved the person that she loves, I'll be there for her.
Good one, Anastasia. Exactly. Number one suspect behavior. Oh. This is a class in, this is a master class in narcissism. Really is. I mean, like, really. Like literally, really is. Gina Page Terry from Down Under, welcome. How you doing?
I'll be there for the brand new baby whose physical appearance you want to put down. All of this sympathy that you've gained for your own tragedy, that's not going to carry you through the rest of the people outside of Willacy County understanding who the fuck you really are. That tragedy is not going to cancel out the shit that you're actually doing to other people.
Oh, poor you.
And then on top of that, coupling it and adding everything that you did to my life? No. No. So don't count on that tragedy overshadowing the evil things that you are currently doing to other people. I love y'all so much, okay? Thank you so much, and that's it. I guess I didn't mention it before that, I'll go on hiatus, and if I have to, survive, I'll survive. Man, I will do the surviving for anybody that I love. All right? If I hadn't said it before, then I'll say it again. If I go on hiatus, I go on hiatus. If I have to go live to survive for myself, I'll survive for myself. If I have to go live to help the survival of somebody that I love, I will absolutely fucking do that.
Weird.
To help the survival of someone else. Okay.
Absolutely. All right. I love y'all. Thank y'all so much. Thank you so much. And if you can please send all your positive vibes and prayers and everything good, please, to my daughter-in-law, to my granddaughter, to their family, to their little family, please. Thank you. All right. Bye.
That was interesting. I swear she went to the Kamala School of Public Speaking. I mean, she got her, I guess, a certain point across. She was angry about someone saying something about a baby. But maybe she's not quick enough, bright enough, or can't comprehend that some things are said just to get a reaction from you. And sometimes you just gotta let things slide. not create something like, she took the bait. She took the bait. So we'll see, if someone contacts me in the next few days and, I'd be curious and I might ask some questions or whatever, and that would be very interesting. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. How many days before she's back? Well, you know what? Because I've been on a bunch of times and she hasn't said anything. I think she's really trying hard not to engage or get triggered for whatever the reason. For whatever the reason, and I don't care. But I'm very interested. It'd be, to get a little more of a backstory. I heard little bits in here, pieces here and there, but there's bad blood, and there's a grandson that they're not allowing her to view, and she's not happy about that part right there as well. So we will see. We will see what comes up in the next few days. And until tomorrow, hey, thanks for being here, guys. I appreciate you. Don't forget, follow me on Facebook, subscribe to me on YouTube, and we'll keep going tomorrow. We'll see what the day brings tomorrow, and then we'll see you guys tomorrow night once again. Appreciate you all. Have a great night, and I'm going to leave this here until it's over. Bye.
Es la leva.
Do I even have it on here? I don't think so.
Cuando la leva llega, sírvele un vasito de tequila con fresca. Esto no va a parar hasta que amanezca. La leva pone el sazón y el hace la mezcla. La pariera en Coahuila y ahora estoy en el centro. Estaba bailando cumbia y ahora un bellaqueo. No me retiré, solo es un nuevo comienzo. No es mi culpa que todo lo que hago me salga perfecto. Póngase lentes si le afecta el brillo. Se sienten muy canes si les falta colmillo. Muchos andan detrás, pero no me humillo. Por ahí se dice que me sobra barrio y me faltan tornillos. Agarrando fiesta de la noche hasta la mañana. Pongo en equilibrio todo a lo balanza romana. Que tire no pasa nada. Navego con porte del Vira, pero mente de Tony Montana.
Vamos a romper la pista. Vamos a romper la pista.
Ey, ¿quieren flow? Yo tengo flow. I can't go to bitch. Ey. Quieren fuego, yo soy fuego. Le meto el juego y evito que miren feo. Como sacate, solo tira, ronroneo. Siempre la uno, dime quién lleva el trofeo. Llegamos a la disco. El lugar está encendido. El calor lo paso yo. Pero con la mami que le bate todo. Tu culo rompe el tito. Esto pa' los gatitos. Oh, oh. Mi fuleteo pide del ático. Ese muñeco viene del Ártico. Ya lo derrito, capa el delito. Y este bombos, suena bendito, tremendo flow.
SCAR. Bandida de mil amores. A lo que llama, lo siento baby, ando muy ocupada. Y como se ven las cosas, también lo estaré mañana. Ya sabes que soy bandida, ya sabes que soy villana. Pero te gusta lo malo, por eso no dices nada. Nunca había bebido así, no sentí culpa. De nada me arrepentí, me anda llamando. Ya sabe que estoy aquí, siempre al mando. Nacimos para dirigir, me volví la reina del party. Fumando plumas de colores que todos saben a candy. Bailando a ritmo de daddy. Sacando el lado más malvado, pero prefieres los yones que tú quieres. Aunque solo andes viendo bandidos y por mí bajarías todos los cielos y no muerdo. No te me vayas tan lejos, solamente es esta noche, no te tomes nada en serio.
Vamos a romper la pista. Vamos a romper la pista.
Ey, Cori, que lo que. El party se prende cuando llego yo. Todas mis gatas en pose. Tu gatito me vio y se enamoró. Pero yo evito evito el roce. Si vamos pa' la fiesta es porque canto yo. Y después de las 12 me voy pa' la after y todo se encendió. Para que no me conoce. Tu gata se pone friki. Salgo a la calle si pa' prender la city. Bebé, yo sé que me veo Ricky. Ey, me dice hello, pero yo no soy su kitty. Salimos a la disco con el flow de friquitona. Bebé, yo soy la gata más durita de la zona. Tengo unos gatos que si yo lo ordenacionan. Ey, si no soporta ahí, ¿por qué me menciona?
Shadaisha. Ay, ay, qué dolor de cabeza. Y es que ya me tomé unas cervezas. Traigo más trago y me aloqué en la mesa. Dejé toda la casa como un rompecabezas. Me dijeron que me vieron con un toque y que casi les provoco todo un choque. No te compares, bebé, no te equivoques. Que no hay alguien a quien no provoque. En esta vida loca lo aguantaría cualquiera. Shots en la barra, fiesta hasta que me muera. Brindemos con copas, la noche comienza. El ritmo en el aire, olvidamos las penas.
Paul Lewin, baby. Tu güera like a fab. Real G. Hoy yo siento que el viento me dice que después de esto está la habitación. Yo me meto tomando tequila, ellos chilling, amigas sonriendo tú y yo. Y no entiendo por qué vamos lentos, si la noche es corta y me siento fresh. Una party en un tiroteo, ¿cuál es el pedo, mi amor? Dale flex. Baby, lo siento, solo quiero dinero. No entiendes un juego. Yo soy tu mami, fuego. Mami, lista. Todo un artista. Lo de revista. Papi, no insistas. Yeah. Eso. Me escucha llegar al party y pide 2 tragos más. Con mucha modestia o así dice, no te vi jamás. Me quité la capucha y casi salgo por parar, pero mi ducha exige una mami que no le tema al fire. Y ella es sobrenatural, se ve que le gusta el peligro. Pregunta si esto es real y yo respondo es un milagro. Busca mi lado animal por más de una noche conmigo. Me ve como un criminal susurrando. No quiero testigos. ¿Qué te digo? Dejo a sus amigos porque me prefiere. Y yo nunca la denigro, sé tratar a las mujeres. Me baila perra al antiguo, sabe cómo dar placeres. Mientras descubre su ombligo y pide que haga los deberes. Si la encuero, la cuere, no importa que pase primero. Y que desde hace unos ayeres que quiere probar mi cuero. Ese culo me da poderes, tesoro en el cochinero. Ni siquiera sé quién eres y ya siento que te quiero.
Te quiero, quiero.
Una noche que dure hasta que el rap caduque. Si es que antes no muero.
Te requiero, quiero.
Que ponches de lo que consumes para que me apure a hacerte lo que quiero.
Que te quiero.
Una noche que dure hasta que duque el que atrás tuyo anda de ramero.
Te requiero.
Usar dolce que tú seas a quien puse que use una 40 de